Hello and welcome back to Lord of the Rings Online here on multiplayer. My name is Tim. Welcome. Tonight we are joined by Mike, and not Aria yet, but she'll get there eventually.
Last time when we were doing story things, which was quite some time ago, we assisted Radagast in dealing with some of the issues around the bloody swamp of Agamar and the fortress of Garthagarwen.
Yes.
Now, if we want to continue, we should speak with this man over here, with Frederick the Elder.
Frederick.
I wish we were speaking with Trumswith. I mean, just look at this man.
Yeah, he is a man. I like how it's like one of the, I think, default person models, and he's just sort of here, standing next to this unlit campfire with some meat stuck on it.
That meat looks sus.
It does.
Trumswith, what are you up to?
It looks like
cooking people.
It's like
You're cooking people, aren't you? You sick bastard.
it looks like it's like buffalo.
I mean, they're living in these old, destroyed ruins. Where else are they gonna get food?
Yeah, Trumswith eats people. Confirmed.
I received a message from a man. Not a dwarf, not an elf,
A man.
and surely not a woman. Perhaps you know of him. He is a ranger by the name of Candace. You may know him as Candy. The details are vague, but it seems of great importance that you talk to him. I believe it concerns the enemy's movements in the North Downs, not the South Ups. He's staying at a camp northwest of Weathertop. Travel west to the Forsaken, not Foreskin, Inn, and then go to north until you reach his campsite.
Oh, goodness.
I had to stop myself there. Oh, I like your
The foreskin in.
I like your chainmail, Dad.
Yes, it is his father. But
Also, for our for the benefit of our viewers, I wish to inform you all that Aria is not here currently, but will probably be later.
yeah, she will return.
Yes.
You guys can pick up at the stable, the Candace
Greetings.
encampment stable.
I can't. can't.
Forsaken Inn, perhaps.
Can you not pick
Candace
up the Candace?
encampment. I found it.
I can't.
Okay, go to the Forsaken Inn.
Alright,
That's weird, because maybe you guys didn't talk to him or something earlier. It's fine.
Mithril has forsaken me. Weathertop.
Wasn't I the one who voiced Candace last time, and didn't I make him utterly deranged?
Yes, because
You did, yes.
you had like 5 different voices for him, I think.
In one sentence or something, right?
It was like every other sentence was different.
Oh, gotcha.
Unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
Well, as it progressed, you just kind of lost your sanity. I guess you were getting tired or whatever.
I was very tired, yeah. I also did call him Candy, didn't I?
Yes.
I think you might have, yes. Lowlands are pretty. They have an interesting sort of grasslandsy feel to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I keep wanting to do like these sweeping panoramic shots, but the camera keeps getting caught in like the underbrush.
I mean,
That's
it'd
'cause
be
you're
like
going
that.
too low. You gotta keep it mid range.
It's
Yeah.
not as cool of a shot. I just
Yeah.
went right through a stone pillar.
So did I.
It's
Cool.
fine. I mean, it's better than the one time the devs accidentally dropped like a massive rock on the path between Bree and the Loam and the North Downs, and it just the horses kept getting caught on it.
Yeah.
It later became known as Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Dwayne
That's
the
great.
Rock Johnson.
I like that.
Horse time.
Oh.
What?
You're getting led around by a very angry Heil. It's fine.
I'm getting ran around by my dad.
Yeah, I like how Zach adopted both of us. It's kind of funny.
Apparently, yes.
Even
Yeah.
though I'm quite obviously older than him.
Yeah. Zach, you're going the
Zach,
wrong
where
way.
you going?
Yeah, you're going the wrong way, guys.
Yeah, I know. The moment you said you were following me, instead of Mike, I was like, I have to derail this.
Yeah.
We got a goblin chasing us.
It's fine.
Oh,
just
yeah.
keep going.
Look at him. Look at him go.
It's kind of cute when he's just trailing behind.
Can we keep it as a pet?
He
They'll
poked
they'll
me.
just keep following us.
He poked me for 52 damage.
Yes. Goblins are very strange, and they make very strange noises.
Orc man over there.
Yep.
A green
Orcs
onion.
and birds.
Only
Bro.
ogres are like onions. Why are you?
Zach,
Why are you
Zach.
comparing?
Zach,
Yes.
where are we going?
1 second, hold on, Tom. Where are you guys going?
He almost fell
Hello?
down a cliff,
Yeah,
and then
please
I
don't
got
fall.
pecked by a bird.
You're still following me after the last time?
Yes. You're my dad. You
Oh,
can't lead
wow,
me
Jim.
astray. If you do, you're just a bad father.
I
Okay.
think you should have learned that by now.
There he is. Nope, that's not him. That's a guy.
He's here.
Oh, there he
A
is.
guy killing a goblin. Man. Alright, time for Candace. I don't know what
Yes,
I'm gonna do.
speak to the
but
man.
Let's
Candy time.
candy time. I
You know, it's
can't.
kind of awkward that you guys are all just standing above him like that.
Okay, there we go. Forward, fires in the north. That's it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
What
do you
Estaldine sends word that you were to go there and meet with Halbrand. Please hurry, for the orc fires
Halbrand!
burn hot and strong, and each moment we waste is another opportunity for the enemy.
Yep, that's it. That's how you do it.
We're meeting with Sauron?
No.
That's Halbrand.
Algarad.
Not Halbrand.
Okay.
Look at that. It's New Zealand.
Yep, they no, they do a very good job, and I think that it only keeps getting better the further along you get in the game.
Yeah, Tom, what
We're talking about
happened to
that.
Candy? He became full Southerner between last time that we saw him.
Oh, his voice is always changing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
having
he's
a,
never
he's
a
having a brain
Southerner.
hemorrhage. It's fine.
Brain hemorrhage.
Or he just stole too much orc draw.
Draw it.
That's probably it because all the orcs are Southern.
He
Southern.
can't handle his draught.
It's not draught, it's draft!
Draught sounds better.
No, it doesn't!
I'm making a joke.
I don't like it. It's not funny.
But yeah, go to the Southbury one.
Southbury?
Yeah.
Southbury.
Travel for 5
need?
silver.
Yep.
Bing.
And this will bring us over to Southbury, and we can go to Westbury from there, and then I think we'll just need to ride north till we get to Trestle Bridge.
Nice.
And
I
then
like
need
the
to
sound of that.
ride through Trestle Bridge. to
Oh
get
no, we're
to
entering into the
Westelden.
Midgewater marshes.
No, we not. Stop
so
talking that
marshy.
way.
It's very mid. Zach, why didn't you pay the silver?
I'm getting cheap.
Okay. But yeah, you can see the Midgewater Marshes. to the
Barton
right of
Tyne! Sorry. My dad has deserted us.
No,
there
I
he is.
see you guys.
I see him.
My horse pomp and circumstance won't lead me astray.
Pomp and Circumstance, that's his name.
Yeah,
I love that.
Did I name my horse? I
But it-
forget.
but it wouldn't let me put in the whole name, so it says pomp and circumstance.
it. You can get a good look at the ruins if you look to the right now.
Yes. And now we're in.
That's cool looking.
Yeah,
And you can even see Weathertop from here if you look behind you a bit. Like all
Yeah.
the way from here.
I may be too short.
Fair.
I'm gonna ruin your shorts.
Thank you.
That's a concerning statement.
I'm gonna poop your pants.
I'm going to shit yourself.
Hey guys, I found Bray.
Yes.
Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, in this game.
No.
And then take
Fortunately.
this guy's one over to West Brie if you're allowed to. I think you will
How
be.
can I be of service?
Okay, be good.
Get in.
Get on your horse, Tim. Yeah, this way. I do like Brie and how they made it feel.
I'm good.
It looks like
I'm
it feels
good.
like it's made out of wood.
One second, right way to catch up.
Don't worry about it. I can see the map. I just can't steer my horse. Oh, it's a
Can't
bear.
stay your
What
heart.
happened?
It's not as bad as when you get a horse steed eventually.
You can't steal your horse.
No. Nor can I steal my hearse.
Why can't you
Oh
steal
yeah,
your
that's
horse?
right. I named my horse Stinkman. Forgot about that.
Mine is Tesco.
But, at least you, at least you can change your name if you want. Unlike when you change, what was your name in West Hunt?
Penmus.
Oh yeah, Penmus. Which you can't change unless you pay.
Penmus.
I didn't know that it was a permanent name.
Leland.
Leland, what?
Zach. Zach, where are we going?
Just keep going.
Oh.
Curious bear. Curious bear.
Curious
No,
bear.
come on.
Come
We're
on.
we're checking out the
keep
kid.
on.
Another
Keep
one.
doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, Mike. I got my eye on you.
So
I
many.
hope so.
So many curious bears. That was, imagine just being like one of the people working at this mill and they just see that.
Yeah, Thornley's work site.
Like just these horses, like one like 2 feet behind the other, and they both just like zoom up the stairs onto the roof and jump off without saying anything.
Yep.
This is like the beginning to like a fantasy comedy movie where it's like, you know, it's like, there she goes, and it's like they're like, you know, they're like, hey, good morning, Phil, good morning, Bar Burleman or whatever, and he's just like, what are you off to? And then, you know, and then he like grabs like a cinnamon roll off the counter as he's like driving through the market, and then he, you know, he does all these cool tricks with the horse, and then he arrives just in time for school.
Trestle Bridge.
Welcome to a wonderful little town that has been dealing with some nonsense, including people burning houses. Come to me and
I
make
can
sure you
see
pick up
that.
the stable, please.
Talk to me.
Yeah, it looks like they've been burning too much wood in this area.
Where's stable? Oh, stable's over here? I thought it was over there, sorry.
Yeah. And stay on your horse. We still have a ways to go.
Nice.
Stay on your horse. Don't get off. Can make a lot of trouble for us.
Okay, you just have to talk to the stable man, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you lick them.
Okay, cool.
If the thing above them is tan, then you met them.
Oh no, the
Yeah.
lighthouse in Alexandria.
Nice history
And this
meme.
also has one of the most badass ladies in all of LOTRO, but we will save that until it actually becomes relevant.
Who, Maria Shelton?
Aggie Digweed, we're passing her right now.
Abby.
Aggie Dickweed?
Digweed. Okay.
Digweed.
She is one of the most badass ladies in all of LOTRO.
Does she
And
dig a
perhaps
lot of
we will
weeds?
deal with that at some point.
No, Zach, we were in formation. It was cool.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But yes, now that we have crossed
Whoa.
the bridge, welcome to the North Downs.
Our horses jump really high. I like this music.
Why is there a quest over here with the bird?
Don't. Okay.
I didn't accept it. I just was looking at it.
No, it's an enemy. It's a quest that auto bestows when you kill the enemy.
Oh, okay.
This is a good camera angle. Thank you.
Yeah, because you guys ran up to it, so I had to get on my horse to kill it. But, Cribane. Minions of Saruman. Wait, Tom. They're waiting for something. What y'all doing?
Oh, I didn't realize I got off my horse. I was phased with Tim, so I thought that I was still on my horse.
No.
You were on your horse, and then you got off, and then got back on.
You can take this time to look at some of the ruins here in the North Downs.
Minus rune. Run? Rune?
One of the
However
two.
you say it.
What if you want to add
Interesting.
rune?
Too bad.
Damn it.
What are you talking about, add rune?
Because it's minus.
Oh,
But what if I want to add Tirith?
I'm sorry. I just don't do math. It's against my
Math
religion.
is illegal.
I want to multiply Tirith.
Welcome to the Ranger Stronghold of Estelden, by the way.
Thank you.
And before we continue with the story, I want to show you something that I think is hilarious. If I go over here to these archers, the arrow wants to hit the target. All I need to do is let it. Are you mad? Do you want to sprout an arrow? If you walk in front of them, they comment.
Oh.
He shakes his thing and he doesn't shoot you. He's like, stand aside unless you want to be feathered like a goose.
And that they actually stopped. That's really cute. I like that. It's good attention to detail.
Yep.
Putting a horse butt in his face.
Nice.
Watch out, there's a bear.
Bear over there.
There's a
Not there. I'm over here.
Look, it's
I know,
Eon.
just the bear went inside.
Yeah, you need to
Oh,
go.
you found
need
him.
to have completed part of chapter 3 to go in there. Yeah, there's.
Did we win the game? We found Eon.
No.
I'm concerned. What?
Oh.
It was just something really funny to me. Like, I know it's Lotro and there's Bjornings, but there was something really funny to me. Like, oh, look, there's the bear. Oh, he went inside.
Yep.
Just imagine, like, just a
Yes,
normal
we
bear.
We can go in here.
It looks
Oh, there's a
pretty.
bear again!
I'll be Halbarad.
So yep, book 3 forward fires in the north.
Alrighty. We
How
talked
can I
about
be of
it.
service?
Word has spread about the help you have given the Rangers to the south. Here in the Northern Lands, we need your help now more than ever. You can tell that this is a new chapter. No, I hit finish later. Stop.
What do you need? Could I
right,
speak
there we
to
go.
you a moment?
While the eyes of Estilden have been turned to the east, news from west and south tells me that the enemy is moving on many fronts. I fear that the strength of Estilden is nearly spent, and alone we cannot face this greater threat. A council of the free peoples of the North Downs must be called, yet before I do so, I need more knowledge of this threat. I need to know if Fornost, once the capital of Arnor of old, has fallen under the sway of Angmar once more. Oh, okay, so Fornost was the capital
What?
of
Of
okay.
Arnor, yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is essentially the kingdom
northern-
that the
northern
northern
version of
kingdom
Condor.
that Aragorn descends from.
Right. If the enemy has taken and fortified the ruins of Fornost, we are in the gravest of dangers. Travel to Minkam, a ranger who camps on the fields of Fornost to the west, and ask for his aid. Alright.
What if we don't wanna?
I like his beard.
Yes, he has a small beard.
It's a very small, like little, almost like a soul patch, but it goes up into his lip.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Who does...
We even have a book over here about
Well,
like Arthur.
The reason I'm over here is because I was looking closer at Halbarad's face.
Yep. He does in fact have a face.
You could have
Just-
just gone
just-
into first person to do it and look
Just-
right at him.
Just you standing all the way in the... Wait.
I mean, that is
Who
something
is-
that you sometimes do have to do when you're when you're playing in third person. Hi, bear.
I love the bear. His name is Unkempt, and he is
Yes.
dedicated.
There he is! Oh, no, wait. That's a different
That's
bear.
different. That's Bjarn Bjarnson.
Yeah, but Bjornings are pretty popular because I mean they're fun.
Yeah.
You know,
It is-
it's so much funnier... Sorry, go ahead.
There you go. You go.
I was changing topics.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just say like, just for the sake of understanding how they treat this in a lore perspective. From a lore perspective, there's only one of you, so therefore there's only one Bjorning. So it's not like there's a bajillion Bjornings running all over the place.
What can I do?
But isn't the I think the implication is that it's supposed to be a party, right?
Yeah, basically how they treat it is like for the actual epic book stuff, there is one of you. There is one main character.
Mhm.
when it comes to instances and the like, it's sort of generally hand-waved away a little bit by saying it's a party of adventurers.
Oh, okay. But the epic.
So,
book is
like,
supposed
sure,
to be
you could
one
have
person.
5 Bjornings in a party, even though that doesn't make as much sense. But it's more along the lines of, we want people to be able to play things, so we do have to hand-wave it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, in reality, you would not have this many heroic heroes in Middle Earth. You know, nobody can be that notable. Not that many people can be that.
Yeah,
notable.
because you do some. You of course don't do anything on the level that MMO heroes generally do in this game, like with a handful of exceptions, I guess. You're a lot more down to earth because this is Middle Earth and it's a lot more down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
But there still has to be that understanding made, of course, that there's going to be a disconnect between the number of players actually playing the game and how many heroes there are actually running around.
I have a lore question.
Yes.
I think I already know the answer, but I wanna ask your opinion of it.
Sure.
So the Dunedain are people who are descended from the Númenóreans, and they
No.
were the what?
What?
Okay. Continue, Tim.
So the Dunedain are descended from the Númenóreans, and
No.
shut up.
What?
And they founded they founded Arnor and Gondor.
Yes.
So, what about, like, just the standard, like, citizenry of Arnor and Gondor? Like, they're not all Dunedain, right?
I think the way that at least Tolkien generally treats it, and say the Silmarillion, is that, Numenor was sort of a blessed, very powerful people, even eventually in their own decline.
Right.
And because the people that were not from Numenor were sort of middling,
Yes.
most of the time the blood, when it comes to the mixing of
Whoa.
different bloods, like Numenor and other peoples, that tends to get diluted.
Mhm.
Though most of the Numenorian power came from the fact that they were descended from elves as well, because of Elrond's brother, because he was one of the first, I believe, kings, or at least he was the ancestor of one of the first kings of Numenor.
Mm.
Which
That's
is where
fair.
the blessing came from. But essentially, it's not like the citizenry is all pure Numenorian. There tends to be mixing. The royal families tend to be a bit more important because they tend to restrict who they marry to.
Right. But a lot of it is, okay. So, a lot of, like, the citizenry is, like, made up of, like, people from Rohan and people from other, like other kinds of hillmen that have married in and yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. And also, it just sort of depends on where are you going? And it also just sort of depends on you coming?
I thought we were going back.
Yeah, we are.
Sorry.
Oh.
We're going
Okay.
to the quest ring.
Sorry,
But
you were saying?
it depends on how exactly the marrying has gone and stuff. And it's like, sure, people most likely have at least a little bit of Numenorian in them, but that tends to get diluted over generations just with people intermarrying because they're
Right.
not the royals, and therefore they don't only marry with themselves.
Right, yeah.
One of the things that makes, say, Aragorn notable is that since he's descended from that stock, he does have a decent amount of Numenorian in him.
Right, yeah.
Now,
Well,
excuse
of course,
my
he's also
ignorance,
in it.
but
Oh, go ahead.
what is a Numenorian?
Essentially, during the Second Age, and I think parts of the First Age, also a little more north guys are going away from it.
Oh, I'm going. Oh, they're going away from it. Okay. 'Cause I
Who's
picked the
going
thing
away
where
from
you
it?
instantly travel.
You
You're
too.
both going away from it. You have to go north to the quest ring.
Oh, weird.
You
Did I pick the wrong fast travel point or something?
you might have gone to Trestle Bridge. You can get off the horse. There's a dismount button.
Yeah, I got off. I'm coming back.
Yeah, I said.
I thought I put my trust in you that you picked the right place.
Now you know how I feel when you
Well-
mislead me.
Sorry.
But
He does it on purpose.
essentially,
I just didn't
Tom,
realize.
in I don't have all of this because it's not super in my brain, but in the old Second Age days, there was essentially this one particular country that was essentially, think Lord of the Rings Atlantis.
Yeah, that's typically what it's
Okay.
described as. Because it's an island that eventually... The Third Age, which is when Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit take place, basically starts after Numenor sinks.
Yeah, because basically they were this really powerful, really holy a civilization that had powers unlike anyone else, partially because they were half descended from elves. You know, Elrond is called Elrond Half-Elven because he was the product of a human and an elf having children. And him and his brother were essentially given the choice, hey, do you want to be an elf or do you want to be a human? Elrond said, I want to be an elf. So he's still around. You know, he's in Rivendell. He's important. His brother, Elros, said, I want to be a man. And that gave him the mortality of man. But his descendants became the rulers of Numenor.
Right.
And that's why the Numenorian blood is so strong. They eventually...
Like part elf. Is that
Yeah, they were so powerful, they eventually basically imprisoned Sauron.
Mm-hmm.
But he had the ability to use a fair face in those days, and so he deceived them, and they started worshipping him and worshipping Melkor, and eventually they became so twisted and horrible that God himself was like, okay, this is enough, and drowned them all, or at least the majority on ships.
That's what this Zach is sitting on the fire. That's what this.
Would you like to join me?
You know what? I will. That is what this Amazon show that they're doing is based on. It's the fall of Numenor, and they had Sauron is a character that was revealed in it, and they've been like working.
Tom, are you Tokyo drifting with your horse?
Tom, another thing about Numenor. The whole thing, the reason why it was an island and stuff. Basically, if you think about the world of Middle-earth as our world, right? Middle-earth is essentially like Europe and Africa and Asia. It's like the old world, basically. And then off in the west, there was the Undying Lands, which was basically like the Americas geographically. And the closer, like only elves could be in the Undying Lands. They were like decreed by the gods. Only elves could be that far to the west.
Undying Lands isn't really like America. It's like heaven, to my understanding.
It's like a weird mix of like heaven and just like a place for elves to go.
A place.
Yeah, because they also have like another heaven in there. It's weird. But then it's off to the west, so the whole point of Numenor being out in the ocean is because it's as close to the west as humans could be. That's what the gods deemed, was that these are like the holiest people, so we give you
we're gonna let them be in the land closest to the land of the Valar, of the sword of gods.
Right, so you can be like as close to the light of the west as we can allow, you know.
And it was when after Sauron deceived them and twisted them, they gained the hubris of, why should we not go to the Undying Lands and be undying ourselves? And so they went to basically try and invade Valinor, and that's when Eru Ilúvatar was like, no.
Yeah.
And sunk the whole place, and I think like everything west of what's currently in Middle-earth.
Well, everything west of what's currently in Middle-earth, that was in the first stage. Yeah,
that's fair. I didn't have that quite.
Yeah, Beleriand went down first, and then Numenor was made, and then Numenor fell.
Fair.
Yeah.
Who wants to be Minkum?
Why don't
however
you be
you
Minkum?
pronounce his name. Okay. The enemy retaking Fornost of old? Aye, from what I have seen here, I believe it most likely that they have. From this lonely camp, I have seen the specters of the Oathbreakers stir and fell spirits from Angmar take shape upon the fields. I have also seen orcs spilling out from the gates of Fornost. So yes, the enemy has indeed taken Fornost once more. What cannot be told is the strength of the enemy within the ruined city, and for that, I shall need your help.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot tell you the strength of the forces of Angmar within Fornost, for I did not see them approach. The orcs and wargs that guard the gates must have entered Fornost from the north. I fear the only way to know the true strength of the enemy within Fornost is to test the defenses erected at its gates by the orcs. I would do this myself, but my old injury prevents me from doing so. If you're willing, go to the Northbury gates north of here and slay what orcs and wargs you find. After you have done so, bring me a report of what you find.
Alrighty. Well, Dad, are your buns warm?
Oh, they've never been warmer.
Alrighty then. Let's get going.
Yeah, on that
My
concerning
glue
note, yeah.
are as hot as the blazing forges.
Look what happened to my horse.
Horse.
Amazing.
The horse, of
You
course.
are standing on the meat.
Yes.
I am the
I can
tallest
see a
I've ever
little bit
been.
from here. Yes. When y'all are ready.
Dun 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 dun.
All right, y'all coming?
No.
I was doing the docking scene.
Oh,
Ah!
I'm concerned. Anyway, come on.
not that kind of
That was the
docking.
music I originally wanted you to do in that one bit in the past episode, but then you just did it like a really quiet song.
I didn't know what theme you. I didn't know the meme.
I gave you the name of the song, and you chose the wrong part of the song.
I didn't know the meme.
The meme.
Don't let your memes be dreams.
I did that day because I didn't know the meme that he was referencing. I'm not on TikTok.
Fair. Yeah, I'm not either, so I have no idea.
Well, you might not be able to in soon.
We'll see, I guess.
So one thing that I was talking about, well, I was going to start talking about earlier, is because we met that one guy who was like Bjorn Bjornsson.
Yeah.
And I just think it's funny because, like, if you just call, like, nowadays, if you got someone who has the same name as their dad, they're just called Junior
Yeah.
or the second, or,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of lame. I like I think it sounds more funny, but also cooler if it's, you know, if you're like Mike Mikeson.
Yeah.
Something about having your last name just saying that you're the son of, you know, another guy who's the same name as you. Just I
Get
like
ready
that.
to murder orcs and
That
wargs.
is funny, yeah.
Like my name would be
Murder
Tim
moment.
Timson.
Oh, is your dad
Yeah.
also
For
team?
murder moment.
Oh, where?
Or Tim
fighting
Timothy.
with one.
I need to dismount. I didn't realize I couldn't fight on horseback, but I should have guessed that.
You're not on a war steed yet.
Thank you.
Yeah, they let you do that, but only much later.
What?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, fight on horseback. You get a steed that can do that once you get to Rohan.
Look at me using my beer mug as a weapon.
Yes.
Ooh, look at this guy. What is he?
He's an orc.
That's a big orc. Oh wait, no, I'm just tiny. No, but still, that's a big orc.
Yeah, big and fat.
I like how I'm shooting arrows out of my bow sideways, like I'm not facing the way I'm shooting.
Yeah, I mean, better than if you say had to be exactly facing your enemy for it to work. It would.
Oh
be,
no, I get it from a game mechanic standpoint, it's just funny.
Yes.
I enjoy imagining that I'm just shooting, looking forward, and the arrow shoots sideways out of the side of my bow. Let me enjoy my stupidity.
That is a very elf
You-
thing to do.
Yeah.
You have like that arrow from Guardians of the Galaxy where it just goes in any direction.
Defeated
Okay, I
orc.
think.
All right,
Yeah, I
we've-
think
we've
we
cleared the
are-
camp.
Yeah, we're at the same point. We're at the right point in the quest. We can go back to Minkum.
Yeah, forget that we see more people inside the camp. We've cleared it.
Well, we're only testing the defenses, as he said.
Yeah.
Oh.
Silly dad.
You truly are of stout heart to face such beasts. You have my gratitude, Sardonwell. I only wish I could have done this myself instead of sending you in my stead, but time and injury prevent me from wielding a sword, let alone drawing a bow. From what you tell me, Angmar did not merely send a token force to Fornost. Nay, it appears they sent an army. Fornost has fallen once more to Angmar. Quick now.
Is that
You must return to Halbarad and Estelden and tell him what you have learned here. Angmar has taken Fornost once more. From such a fortified spot, Angmar could dominate all of the north. But there are even worse things to worry about. Tales tell of a great evil which inhabits the collapsed and ruined halls of Fornost. This evil could be called to serve Angmar. Go to Estelden and tell Halbarad that all that you have learned here.
Alrighty.
I need to upgrade my Stink Man so he can be a faster Stink Man.
Oh, that's part of getting more LOTRO points and doing more stuff to get more points with.
I would think that when you
I just
upgrade
want my
him, he
Stink
would
Man to be
stink more.
fast.
There's something really interesting about the animation of these horses where they're, like, running and undulating very quickly, but then, like, your character doesn't really move at all. It's like that gyroscopic effect that birds have on their heads when you move their bodies around and their head stays the same place.
Is this what it's like to have short distance eyesight?
Less
Everything just
blurry.
disappears out of perspective.
Is this what it's like to be have, only go so far as to use, very much to be? Only so far as to be, when very much to go, when me when.
What?
When you can say for that when you know when it has to be, therefore you might have for eyesight there have been.
I dis and am when you can't understand when eyesight.
No, yes. No. When can be sometimes for have the capacity, it's entirely possible.
I think I just saw some bears with Down syndrome.
What do you mean?
Because they're hungry Downs bears.
Oh, okay.
Like Downs dash bears.
They're promoting. This episode is sponsored by Downy.
Downy what?
They make
the laundry company, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
We are sponsored.
No, we're not.
Also, Aria exists, by the way, Tim.
Oh!
oh hello.
Bring her the heck in! We have
Hey,
been
Aria.
joined by an Aria live in studio.
Yeah, we are presently just about to start the 3 calls to parts of Chapter 3.
I fear that soon the forces of Angmar may overwhelm the North Downs and then all of Eriador.
Greetings.
I suppose we can be thankful that we are no longer ignorant of the enemy's plans, as once we were. Yet the question of how we will face this threat looms over us all. The people of the North Downs must be called together for council to deal with this threat. There is much to do, and much I will ask of you in the days ahead, if you are of willing spirit.
The Days of Head.
The
No.
days of head.
We have 3 quests that we can start now.
Well, I'm a dwarf.
All- Yeah, I think you guys should pick all of them up now, just so we have all of them.
All right.
There's essentially 3
Would you do something?
sets of 3.
Gotcha.
So we can call both the elves, the dwarves, and the men.
We need the might of the dwarves or Orthrakar if we are to face the threat of Angmar. The dwarves the dwarves there are good long. The dwarves there are good longbeards, but have long been put to task by the Dowerhands. When the Dowerhands showed their true loyalties, the Longbeards drove them out of Orthrakar. Yet they are still hard pressed by the Dowerhands. And only recently has one of Durin's folk from Erebor, Dory, remember him, came to aid them. It will
Name
not.
check.
It will not be easy to convince them to lend their strength to the council, but you must try. Travel to Orthrakar and speak with Dory. If you cannot find Dory for some reason, speak to a dwarf named Hanar. It is he who leads the Longbeards of Orthrakar.
And let's pick up the other ones too, because it's good to have them.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Elves.
To the south of Estelden, there stands a small refuge of the elves. Have you heard of the High Elves? Many long years, the elves dwelt there. However, in recent days, most of the elves left the glade. What's worse, I have heard that those few remained were slain by the stone trolls from the north. It is an irony that Gildor Inglorion, wow, I actually got that right, an elf lord of Rivendell, hello Aria, was coming to give word of the enemy's movements, but arrived too late to save those who remained. He should be called to the council, but I fear that he will be too consumed by the desire to protect both the glade and his people from their rage. It will be your task to go to Lyn Gileath and convince Gildor to come to the council. Divine smile upon you, friend.
Might
And
I
then
take
the
a moment
men.
of your time?
Of all those idiots that have suffered in the North Downs, it is perhaps the people of Thesselbridge who have suffered the most. They're idiots.
Oh, they're the
They're idiots.
They've stood,
That's so true.
Wow.
they've stood firm against all orc attacks, but their own intelligence is dwindling. In fact, the mayor of the town, Lovell Boskins, was recently slain, oh rip, and his daughter Nellie now leads the people there. I would like to imagine that he's like telling us this, and like a messenger comes.
Oh, wait, they're dead.
No, like he's reciting all this to us, and then like mid sentence, a messenger comes in, gives him the note that like of the news, and he doesn't stop speaking to us, but then figures that out mid sentence. Anyway, I would ask you to go to Thesselbridge and speak with Nellie. We will need her leadership at the council. I will give you a word of warning. Although her people have the most to gain from coming, Nellie will be the hardest to convince. The constant attacks will block all thoughts of anything but dealing with the immediate threat. Divine smile upon you, my friend.
Yes, he definitely follows them and not Valar.
The Valar are the divines in my mind. By the divines, stay on the roads. It's the Daedra, you see.
It's the orcs, you see. Just like an Elder Scrolls orc, just looking at this guy like really, really unhappy. What?
Yeah, they have the Oblivion male orc voice.
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you. I don't like you.
How do I rename my corgi?
Yeah, like a lore master pet, or a captain pet, because they're technically pets.
Hey, well, there's a big, huge angry drake.
Look at this creature we've created.
And that creature will mark the end of this episode of Lord of the Rings Online, starring the Gaggle of Misfits. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We will catch you in the next one. Take care, and have a wonderful evening.